During their first episode of their podcast Not Loveline, Trisha Paytas and Tana Mongeau were discussing age gaps in relationships. Trisha took the opportunity to ask Tana about her biggest age gap in a relationship, and then asked her if she would have dated Hugh Hefner back in the day, who was notorious for dating much younger women. Tana stated if she were 21 that she would, and then Trisha supported this idea by stating that it was fine because Hugh would have had something to offer.
Like, even back in the Hugh Hefner days when that was cool.
Would you have been with Hugh Hefner?
I think if I was 21 and there was like a 70-year-old man, but he was like iconic and hot, I would have done it.
With something to offer, but this guy has nothing to offer.
Yeah.
This is strange coming from Trisha, who has condemned age gap relationships repeatedly, stating that they were predatory and that power dynamics existed in them that were not normal. She has gone on and on about how horrible they are and how there's never an excuse for an older man to date a much younger woman. Unless apparently that older man is Hugh Hefner and has something to offer.
My stance always is like older guys with younger girls. I think you're like the scum of the earth because that's how I got so fucked up. I think it's like the grossest thing you could do.
Trisha stated on Frenemies multiple times that her issue with age gaps in relationships and older men being with younger women is that it did more psychological damage than people realized, and that was why she would always speak out against these types of relationships. She acted as if she was protecting young women by advising them against these kind of relationships that they were unaware were doing them harm. Yet here she is telling Tana that these relationships are completely fine, that it's completely okay for a 21-year-old to be with a 71-year-old as long as that 71-year-old can provide something like fame or wealth. Which is the exact thing Trisha spoke out against before when she stated that older people take advantage of younger people with fame and wealth. But now suddenly it's okay? Suddenly the very thing she claimed helped older people take advantage of younger people with is the motivating factor to get with them? It's so odd how she can have such a strong opinion against something, and condemn anyone and everyone who engages in it, cancel people left and right for it, just to spout the opposite later and embrace it and act as if it was never harmful in the first place. Especially after claiming it's the place most of her trauma came from. So, are age gap relationships harmful or not? Do power dynamics exist or not? Which is it, Trisha?